In this video, I'm going to talk about how to design a sales funnel that converts. It's Tobey here from Training Business Pros. Thanks for joining me for another one of my videos. The sales funnel process is something that I talk about a lot. It's something that I use with all of my clients, and it's been extremely valuable over the years to see it in different situations. And I'm going to, in this video, give you very specific examples and price points that you want to use for your sales funnel that can convert better than things that you're just perhaps maybe thinking about. Because of course, experience carries you a long way and it definitely comes first. So I'm going to give you some ideas for the different levels of the funnel and the price points associated with that. Let's get started right now. Okay, so if you want to build a sales funnel that converts, the first step is typically thinking about the different levels of the funnel. So you've got leads coming in the top. In fact, let's take a look at the document that I've created for you. I'm going to post a link to that document below, and you can use it to help you create your own sales funnel. And it's absolutely dynamic, so you can fill it out. And in this funnel, I'm making reference to, again, if you look at it, it's free offer, Tripwire core product. If those names are new to you, then you want to check out a video I did earlier called the 7-Step Client Value Optimizer System. I want you to go to that video at some point. I'm going to post a link up here to it. But stick around for now because I think it's important to talk about the different products and the price points. So let's go to the document now and start filling it out. So again, why does the funnel get smaller? Because as people move through the funnel, the audience gets smaller because the prices get higher and the commitment gets higher. So higher cost in time and money means less and less audience that are going to purchase. So at the top, we've got the leads dripping in. In the video that I posted earlier, there is a section in there about choosing your lead sources, whether that's social media or search engine marketing, search engine optimization, whatever. But it's important to absolutely know your target audience and where they're coming from. So let's assume that you've got that sorted and you've got a steady flow of leads coming into your website. You've built some great landing pages. But part of that first landing page is, of course, the free offer. In this, I'm going to suggest that beside it, especially on the landing page, you're going to put value. And then I think something that is $49 to say $99. Now, you're not going to write $49 to $99. I'm just giving you the range. So pick one. Say, okay, value $97. Typically, I find that if you do a couple of things, so typically what I do with a landing page is I'm doing a couple of things. The first one is I'm giving them the value of the product, telling them what they would have to pay for it. And then I'm also putting a time limit on it, say 30 minutes, or this offer ends Friday, July 19th, that kind of thing. So then that free offer, I typically find that something of value is like a little mini course, could be an ebook, a white paper, but just make sure that whatever you're giving them in exchange for their contact data, that it's of value to them. Because of course, if they download something and it's fluff, all of that effort that they made to download it and start to read it or listen to it or however they're consuming it, all the trust is gone if it's absolute fluff. So just make sure that whatever you're doing, it's of value and it's well produced. Try not to give away things for the sake of trying to collect email addresses because that's just going to backfire on you and it's going to erode the trust factor. All right, so now once they've got that free offer over the next little while with some short-term nurture and potentially even long-term nurture, you're going to graduate them to Tripwire. And in this particular case, I'm going to suggest a value of somewhere between $7 to say $99. Now, this is absolutely a paid product. And you really don't want to continue to send that same audience free offers. In other words, once you've got them on your mailing list, make sure your CRM tags them properly. And please don't keep inviting them to free things because they're going to learn that everything that they can get from you is free and they never have to pay for anything. So Tripwire is going to be, again, $7 to $99. Whatever you decide is of value, I would suggest that the value be somewhere at least 3 times what they're paying. So in other words, if you're charging $7, make sure that it's a $21 value. If you're charging $99, make sure that it's a $300 value. I hope you get that. It's just making sure that they understand they're getting more value than what they're paying. And that's really what helps with the conversion process. So I think, again, maybe an online course, maybe a live event. In my training business, we used to do live events all the time, and people would purchase on the back end of a free live event a $999 course, but it's a lot easier to do that when it's live than online. So I think online, Tripwire, somewhere $7 to $99 is a good start. And then when you graduate them to core product, I'm going to suggest that that core product be somewhere $249 to say $999. And this is where you're probably going to make the most profit. It's the product or service or training or whatever it is you're doing that people are purchasing the most. That's why we call it core product. It's like our business is built on this specific product, which is our brand, if that makes sense. So core product, $249 to $999. Again, for us, that was courses like Marketing and Mastery or anything that was like a couple of days. And then graduating them to Profit Maximizer is where the smallest audience will drip through because they're the ones that trust you the most. So they just want to continue with you. I'm going to suggest Profit Maximizer is in the range of, say, $3,000 to $10,000. So if it's $3,000, you might want to do that like monthly, but only on a 30-day basis. For example, don't put them into long-term contracts and expect them to pay $3,000 a month for like an entire year. They can cancel at any time. Sometimes they want to go away on holiday and they don't have time to do what you're asking them to do. So again, coaching and consulting, I think anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 on a monthly basis is a good number. And that's where probably in addition to core product, you're going to make as much, maybe a little bit less money. But of course, it's a smaller audience and it's eating up your time a lot because of course it's one-on-one service. So again, you have to use your imagination here when it comes to Profit Maximizer, but easily these are going to be your lifetime clients. How do you gain their trust? And the answer is whatever you did for free product, Tripwire, and core product, you delivered on those promises. And of course, when you deliver or even over deliver on your promises, that's what gains people's trust. And they'll eventually keep coming back because you're helping them. And of course, help enough people get what they want and you can eventually have what you want. So Profit Maximizer in this equation is an important part. Is it easy to convert somebody into Profit Maximizer? Certainly not as easy as Tripwire and core product. But again, like I say, over time, people just want to work with you because, again, you've helped them a lot. So the next area in this funnel, I would call this Profit Maximizer number 2. Over the years, what I've learned is if you keep innovating new products and services, old clients will come back into those products and services. In other words, let's say you did some training for them, say 15 years ago, and they purchased, say, $3,000 to $10,000 worth of courses, and now you're in the private consulting business and you're helping companies specifically like theirs, you can always circle back to those clients with any new innovations. And that's really how to grow a business. Continue learning and innovating new products and services. And of course, you can keep increasing your prices over time as well. Profit Maximizer number 2 is a great thing. You never want to stick with just the same things. Continue innovating and more innovation. Okay. And then the last one here, I call this sky's the limit because in this area, you want to use your imagination to continue moving them through the funnel. What I've found over the years is that a specific client that meets the criteria of the client that I'm looking for tends to find their way to my doorstep. And I always try to do what they want to do. It's like, well, what is their next project? How are they growing their business? And that's where sky's the limit comes in. You have to be open to change and open to that whole concept of innovation based on the needs of the clients. If you continue to help them, then you'll always have a viable and exciting and profitable business. If you have any questions or comments about the sales funnel that converts, please post the link below. I'm also going to post a link below to this document in which you can use it to fill out. It's dynamic. It's basically a Word doc, and you can just take it and fill it out to your heart's content. If you want to give me some feedback on how it's working for you, that would be great as well. Thanks so much for your time.